You right?
I'm using my headphones. Yeah.
Okay.
Cord was getting stuck.
Great.
Yeah.
The only way we started with a near disaster of some kind. Hello, Internet. Welcome to the International Writers Fellowship with whatever I am. I used to be Daniel Hand, the RPG therapist. Today I'm just a bit of a husk of unlife. And Jules, who is surrounded by cats and who have already been shown as their butts today. So, you know.
So I have a box lid sitting next to me, like a game box, and he's decided that he's just going to sit in it, and he's just staring out the window. It's
I
better
mean, why
than
not?
the reason why the box is sitting there, because I've decided today there's a couple of things about what I've written so far that I'm not 100% sure about. And I think I actually just need to take a break for a day or two.
Okay.
So I'm switching modes to use my story engine just to have some fun playing around with story ideas.
Good.
But that means that on the desk in front of me, I have all the cards set up, and I'm like,
Oh, I did.
no, you are not sitting there. So he's like, fine, I'll sit in a box.
Do you mind if I ask what the issues have been?
Um, the setup for the second scene, which is supposed to be like a battle on open water, I'm like, oh, it didn't quite get where I wanted it to. So I need to figure out how to tweak that.
How do you mean? When you say it didn't
As
get where you wanted to?
as in the underlying character motivations and what would lead to that situation didn't quite fall out the way I
Oh, I see.
anticipated. So
I see.
yeah, we'll get there. It's
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
no, I'm gonna let my brain think about that for a little bit before rather than just try and push through and get more frustrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you sounded unsure about it yesterday. But any idea why? Yeah, why? don't know why. I don't know why it sounded like that sentence was going to go on. Yeah, any idea why
No,
that's the case?
I'm not sure yet. So
It's just something that it's
yeah,
really irritating. The characters just decide to do their own damn thing. It's like this isn't working.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So well, I guess that probably helps articulate a little bit more clearly. How can I get it so that it feels true to the characters and still ends up in the setup that I need for the next part of the story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Does this mean you finished the pillow talk?
Yes.
Yeah, but
But
did we see
as
anything
in,
before the pillow talk?
not really. The talking is the bit that I'm actually interested in. So. um,
Okay.
um, I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'm just like, no, I'm gonna play with cards today.
I did a video on the RPG therapist a few months ago about cards. Did you see that one?
Oh, you might have to remind me.
So, no, just basically looking at how amazing cards are for therapy generally. But the way I got it is, I mean, I can't pick it up now because it's full. But I filled one of my bins with cards because I've got so many cards and just poured them out. It was, I mean, the effect was fine, but oh my god, the amount of work it took to sort them all out again. It was like,
Mm.
why did I do this to myself?
Well, what I have just done to set up these cards is I use the base deck plus the fantasy expansion and the mythology expansion and the fairy tale expansion. And I'm like, this is gonna be great. And also, does that mean I have to sort them all out again at the end? I'm like, that's fine, but at the same time, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I might just chuck them back in as they are. I do need to put them back in the box because otherwise they will be everywhere when I get home later. Because
Yeah.
I have a thing at 9:30. after we're done. So.
Cool. Well, speaking of cards, let's
good point.
Get started. Oracle or Tarot?
What did we do yesterday?
I think we did. Was it Oracle yesterday? I think so. Let's do Tarot then. We should do the Everyday Witch Tarot. Let's see what some witchy goodness.
Was that the one that came out with the farmers stuff as well?
With the what stuff? Sorry.
We had a farmer thing.
No, the one that came out. Yes. Oh, right. No. So that was the Seasons of the Witch Oracle, whereas this is it just happens to be about witches as well. Just about every card has a cat on the.
Okay. Yep, I approve.
Yeah, I thought you might. I'm not entirely sure Charlene's going to be joining us today because she is acclimatizing her new cat to the place. So I suspect she's going to be distracted, but she would approve as well, I'm sure. She's on about getting a backpack for the cat so she can take him around place. And I just said to her, hey, you do know what happened the last time I put a cat in a bag, right?
I have seen those. They're pretty cool. Part of me is like, oh, maybe I should get one of those jumpers that's got a big pouch at the front, just so the cat, because he always wants to like sit like right at close. It's like he's like, no, I need to feel your heartbeat. It's weird.
Oh, right.
Although I don't know if he'd take very well to being put in a pouch like a Joey.
Oh, that's cute. The Ten of Cups.
Okay.
It's a nice, wholesome little picture.
Picnic.
Yeah. Ten of Cups, 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 cups. So, Ten of Cups, the end of the rainbow is right here. Joy is found not in things, but in people. Life overflows with prosperity of the heart. This may be the most joyful card in the deck, but the shared bliss found in the Ten of Cups doesn't just happen by accident. The King and Queen worked hard over many years to create this perfect day in a nearly perfect life. Their happiness comes not from money or success, but from having people to share their joy. This card depicts the emotional satisfaction we all long for, filled with optimism, but taking nothing for granted. Things to consider. The Ten of Cups is another card with no downside. Its presence in a reading can only be a good thing. It reminds us that the truest gifts in life aren't power or wealth, but rather having true friends and people who love us. You may want to ask yourself if you are putting enough effort into your relationships with others or appreciating them for the joy they bring to your life. If this card lies in a future position, your efforts to connect with others will almost certainly lead to some form of happily ever after. But remember that even bliss takes work to maintain, and no life, no matter how wonderful, is without its tough moments. You just won't have to go through them alone. Oh,
that's a good reminder.
Yeah. And as I say, cat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Even here, it's a good reminder. I'm like, writing would be a really lonely thing. You're always and only ever on your own.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why you and I have stayed in touch all these years, just because family, otherwise we'd just be us. I mean, I sit in this room all day anyway, and just not talking to people about things that I love doing, things that mean something to me.
And while we've both had experience of trying to find writing groups where we feel comfortable and can be ourselves locally, just very, very rare.
Yeah, and this is why we have to. I mean, we've had our fallout over the years. We've argued the same way all siblings do, but we can't get rid of each other, I think, is the long and the short of it. And
don't you knock over my things. I just want cuddles, Mummy.
Mummy, look after me. For goodness sake, give me the attention. Charlene keeps sending that picture. You know, there's I can't remember what it is, but it's an ostrich chasing something. I think it's a donkey or something like that. You know, with its wings spread out and just running out, and it goes, "Let me love you." But yeah, because I mean, outside of my immediate family, I have known you longer than I've known, I think, anybody else in my life.
Yeah, and that'd be pretty close for me too, other than my best friend.
Yeah.
Lives here, but yeah.
Because obviously I knew people when I was younger, but I'm not in touch with them. And that's I
mean, it also reminds me why I will be why I'm writing about friendship in my novel that I'm working on at the moment. Because we have a tendency to not our culture doesn't value that very strongly compared to other types of relationships.
No, I it's interesting you say that, because I was thinking that a little in the recent past. I'm sorry, my brain's not working well enough for me to remember when, but how my favorite moments in books are often the tender moments between people. You know, not necessarily romantic, just so. The one that always springs to mind is in the Bernard Cornwell Warlord trilogy, which was a retelling of the Arthurian legendarium. And in one book, the main character, Derval, runs off with a princess who was due to marry Lancelot, and obviously that threw a massive spanner in the works for Arthur, who had this all planned out. And Derval and Cynwyn run off, and Arthur eventually comes to meet them, and you know, Derval's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm really sorry, of course." And they just walk around the back of the house. Then Arthur puts his arm around him and says, "Well done, Derval." You know, it was just we can't let anybody see this, but good on you, mate. You know, it was just a tender moment of friendship.
Don't you knock over those cards? Nope. He's just walking on the mat. So needy. All right. We'll give ourselves.
So
35 is fine.
Do we need the timer? Yeah, we best have the timer. What time are we at?
See why I need like a pouch? If I could do this without my hands, it'd be awesome. Or like a sling or something.
Well, even though Charlene isn't here, I don't think we've got a teal one for her.
Okay, cool.
Just because,
Yes.
Needs a teal. Is that all up and running? Excellent. Cool. So,
I'll try purple again.
You're going to try purple again. I will do red. And we will.
Okay, see you in a bit.
We will indeed. Yay, I win!
How many times is that now?
I think for me 3.
Nice.
And Charlene's
think
won it 3.
I'm won once, so.
So I love how they all sit down when they've lost. It's like, no, I can't. No, I'm not even going to finish. No, I'm giving up now. Who wants to be second place? Because that's just the first amongst losers. How are your cards?
Yeah, good. I feel like I was just getting warmed up, actually. So I was actually just testing out a few different methods of like combining cards and things based on the suggestions in the book. And I was like, yeah, this could be productive. So, how many did I? I'm gonna pop the music off for a second.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Five different setups in that time. So, I mean, I just did a simple one to start with, but then there's like guidance for setting up, it calls them complex prompts, where you can have like 2 different characters who are rivals who might want the same thing, or but they got different motivations. Somebody who wants something or wants 2 different things that are conflicting. Yeah, there's some interesting options there. So I feel like I've just got to play around with it a bit more to come up with something that's like, oh yes, I want to write that short story. But that's fine. I'll have a play tomorrow as well, and then I might also do some of the world building stuff too, because that is good fun. Hello. How about you?
Well, I'm, as I say, really not in a condition to do work right now. But what I have been pondering, like I say, so for anybody watching, my Fury stories are basically comedy special forces stories set in a fantasy environment. Yeah, nothing that hasn't been done before. And I want something set underground. And people who know me know that I'm a huge fan of the One Ring RPG, and this came out a little while ago. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful book. I've got. Oh, have I shown you the cloth map of Moria?
Of Moria? No.
Of Moria. Is that not disgustingly beautiful?
Yeah. Wow. Someone had way too much fun doing that.
Sorry?
Someone had way too much fun doing that.
Yes, they did. Yes, they bloody did. So I've got 3 of these cloth maps of Middle Earth now. Charlene actually has one of them. I took one of them over there to show Charlene. I left it there because, Yeah. I'll pick it up again, don't worry. But yeah, I've got this one, I've got Eriador, and I've got the Shire. And just the One Ring RPG is the perfect RPG for me. It's just it's my kind of game, my kind of setting, and it's just beautifully well produced. I mean, this starter set, I genuinely, this is probably the best discrete RPG objects in existence. It's just it. So the lid has the rules on it, so you can put it.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got your own mini GM screen. The bottom has a map in it, and it's just moi. Is the official way of saying it. But anyway, so what I've been doing is looking at the classic serious underground concepts like dwarves, orcs, goblins, balrogs, and just pondering ways to make jokes about them.
Yep, that sounds like a terribly boring thing to do.
It's so boring. I don't know. I just yeah. I mean, this is why I get migraines, because I just think about really stressful things all the time. That's what it is. I think I've got an idea of how it's gonna go. But I'm not 100% sure.
Just let it incubate, percolate, whatever the word is.
Yep. Did I show you the mermaid one?
Mermaid?
Because I've written a few now. I'm going to rewrite Trollbridge because I've just had a few.
Oh, Fury's mermaid story.
Yeah.
Maybe.
As they train a bunch of mermaids and attack a concentration camp.
Maybe not.
I'll send it to you. You can have a look.
Sure.
But yeah, I've written Trollbridge, Wizardfell, Dragon Isle, Mercy.
Familiar.
So. Oh, well, Sean, where have you been? You know, we're just about to leave. We've just finished the sprint. Come on. But thank you for being with us. Yeah, so eventually I'm going to have to put all of these together into a collection. You know, so I'm going to rewrite Trollbridge. I'm going to edit all of them, obviously. But I think I'm going to have to just knuckle down, knock some of these out, and then have a Furies collection. I imagine Paul Kirby art. You know, Paul Kirby, the guy who illustrates Pratchett.
Well, I've seen the art, but yeah.
These kind of things.
Oh, yep.
Just a bit off.
Yep. Have you heard of? I can hear the echo there.
Huh?
Never mind. Have you heard of Lit RPG?
Yes, I have. I don't like it because it is not. Oh no, I mean the concept great, but Lit RPG is not a very. It does not accurately describe what the genre is, because the genre is about people who get stuck in video games.
Right.
It's books about. I mean, what part of Lit RPG sounds like it's somebody stuck in a video game?
My understanding was it's just leaning into actually having the RPG elements as part of the whatever's written.
No, to my understanding, that genre is almost entirely about Matrix style or Ready Player One style things. Ready Player One would be the archetypal lit RPG. But to me, the name suggests, an RPG story in novel form or something like that. But, as is not to reason why. When was the last time you played RPGs?
A few years ago now. I had a group that I was playing with, and then COVID. So
Well, see, my group just moved online, and we play entirely online now, apart from when we go to the pub.
Well, and also people were like having babies and stuff, so we just got too busy.
Well, at some point, maybe IWF should get together and play a game.
Didn't we contemplate a one shot at some point?
Probably. But if the conversation was before this morning, it's not remembered.
Now I've got cat drool all over me.
Yum. Cheers for that.
just something pleasant.
Yeah. Yum. Thanks for that. That's great.
Yeah. And on my card mat too. Blimey.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. No doubt.
It's signs that I am loved. That's what I take.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because it only happens when he's purring.
I suppose men show love by leaving liquid on things.
You should have kept that in your head.
Huh?
Never mind.
Right. Well, on that note.
I know. Yeah, I've got to go and get ready for my thing.
What is it?
Church.
Oh, church. Yeah. Oh, it's Sunday for you, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm helping with coffees today.
Yes, but I'll have one.
They do pretty good coffees, and they only charge $3.
Have you successfully cut back on the coffee?
Well, this morning was actually just decaf. I'm just having decaf.
Yeah, because there was a time when we were both worrying about how much you were consuming.
Well, as in, I don't have to have one. The main reason that I have one in the morning and it's only black, pretty much. I add some. Well, I've been using MCT oil, just something to get a bit of fat. That means that I don't feel like I have to eat breakfast straight away. And it does the trick.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
So you go, pro tip. To anybody who's to superstar Sean R. Arnold, because you're the only person here. But on that note, thanks, Sean, for joining us. We will be here tomorrow and the day after and the day after and etc. Enjoy your writing and go wham yourself. See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.